Hi, once again. Just walked down the garden to the other greenhouse, which, as I say, most of these have been repotted and changed about. We'll start this end with my other propagator, which I've also had for a few years. This I can't even remember the name of this one, but it's quite a good one. I use it just to put stuff in that I want to bring on, and some of the plants are in there. You've got some Xeriaceae which are not easy. They don't like getting cold, and a few other plants. You've got the Focia Camura there. Emergency light. I'm plunged in darkness at night, power being cut off, which is very rare. That light would come on. Moving along, and once again, excuse the mess. I've been trying to tidy up. You might find the odd item included with the plants. These are the Lophophorus, which are due to have a drink, the first drink of this new year. Not too bad. There's been a marking on a couple of them. They'll say last summer was some very, very hot days, and unfortunately did do a bit of damage to the plants. But in years to come, whether I'll see them or not, I don't know, but in years to come they should grow through their markings. Unfortunately, the horse crippler got badly marked as well, though that was caused by pests. Yep, I've got slugs as well, so keep that out of the way. Slowly potted up most of these again. They're in dire need of a little bit of TLC, which they got. Well, say some of these plants came from the other person who I mentioned about. Unfortunately, I can't seem to contact her now, which is a pity. There's one of the larger, where is it? Oh, Aloe variegata. And this time of year always pushes its flowers out. Got Luckenbergia and a bigger Luckenbergia. I think this is Myrtleocactus geometricans, so named if the seeds are supposed to be the shape of seeds of myrtle. Got Strawsii, I think that's Cactus Strawsii. Gasteria armstrongii, I think that's Longimamma, not too sure. This one is a hybrid that came from this same person. I tended in the past not to buy hybrids, but when you were given plants to look after, you include them. Here we have another variegator, and another over the back there, all either in bud or in full flower. Don't ask the name of all these plants. My memory's not that good at the moment. Put it down to age, I'm getting old. Thus I've rearranged a lot of these, utilising the space and all conveniences from home. A clock, so I know what the time is when it's time to pop in for something to eat, or a nice cup of tea. I've even noticed just now Aloe plicatulus at the back there is also in bud. This one was in the other greenhouse and it did suffer. It seems to be okay now, so I'll keep my fingers crossed. Echinopsis, another one of the, I think the hybrids. Next to that we've got Euphorbia. That is, I think, Symmetrica, or one they call Symmetrica. Along the top row, in some other trays which came from food. Never waste them, clean them out. They're very handy trays to put the plants in. Some of the, or more of the gallotifilms, not everyone's choice, but you know, they produce good flowers. Coming down to the end, there's the heater I use down here. This is older than the other heater. Once again, on all year round. Well, the fan's on all year round, and is there to provide protection from the frost, cold weather. Some more of the plants. I won't name them all. Can't remember the names of all of them actually. I think it's nice to be able to show some of the plants. I know I haven't been to my local branch, the Croydon branch, which I do apologise, but to be quite honest, I've just been so cold I haven't been going out. Taking these warfarin tablets really affect me. I've been indoors pressed up against the heater to keep me warm. Anyhow, some of the other plants, so it's nice to be able to show you the plants now. We've got a large Euphorbia Susannae, some hybrids, agaves at the back, Pachypodium namaquanum, another large Echinopsis which hopefully might bloom, some Pleospilus. Slowly walking along, Scaletium, skeleton plant, some Mesem, another couple of Glottis at the back, an Aloe, I think that's a hybrid as well, I'm not sure. Some more Glottis and some Lithops. Some of these I'm still got to clean up a bit. They don't look too good, but they're not bad at the moment. They're not bad. There we are. I'm going to open the door a bit. It's a bit warm in here. I don't want to pass out, getting overheat. So I've opened the slide doors. Anyhow, that's the other shelving on the other side. Have a general look at the plant. Now I'll show you the ones I put on in elsewhere. A few Mesems, Gibeum Comptoni, Agarraderma, the old silver skins, Megara, silver, Derma, skin, Gyroderma. Remember these many years ago when I visited Heidi Hartmann in Germany. Also met Professor Ehlenfeld, who was working on the diformed leaf plants of the Mesem family many years ago. But I remember them well. And had a very, very nice welcome there. Unfortunately, neither of them are with us there anymore. That's what happens, you know. I don't know how long I've got to go. At times I think I've only, you know, on borrowed time. But anyhow, this keeps me fairly sane. There's a couple, some Echiverias once again. These came from the other person. The diform leaf plants, conophyllums, are not looking very good at all. They I put under the lights and they didn't like it. So as I say, be careful if you're trying these lights out. They don't always like it. A few more mesems there. You've got Monolaria. Monolaria means a string of pearls. And when you look at the stems formed from each yearly's growth, it does look like a string of pearls. Monolaria. And the one species I do know is Pisciformis, which means pea shape. Now moving to the next tray if you like. I rather like Plaspas. These are all seedling plants. Excuse the rubbish across there. Move that out of the way. As I say, everything's being done and tidied up where I can. Pleistopelius. These were seeds from the MSG, the Mesem Study Group, and the plants at the back there are Plaspas similans, and these are like a second generation. My original ones of these died of old age, but I gathered some seeds and I've kept those. So all these are there to propagate, and let's see. I know it's a funny time of year, and I've got 3 Plaspas there, or 4, the other one's almost in bud, showing buds and flowers. So once they come out, I shall tickle them up and try and get seed, making sure I don't cross them with the other ones. Here, the last tray along here, a few more odds and ends. We've got a Sericlames plant in the corner, a Loniopsis, I think that's Pearsii. If I get any of these names wrong, I do apologise. I can't remember all the names. We've got a nice Chirodopsis, I think that's Crassa. Crassa means thick or fleshy. A rather bloated Ophthalmophyllum, or has it now been reclassified as a Conophytum? Don't know all these name changes. And a variegated Gasteria. Gasteria obviously means like a stomach, and that refers to the shape of the flower, which is shaped like a stomach, hence Gasteria. Probably Gasterias were the first succulents I encountered as a kid. An aunt lived in Manor Park, and she was looking after a bowl of cacti for a Mr. Ringrose. No one seems to have heard of the name Ringrose, but he was a member of the Cacti and Succulent Society of Great Britain, and through him telling my aunt about the society, and one reason why I joined the society was a Mr. Border who done lovely seedling plants. He was known for his seedlings of Mammillarias, and they were being sold each for about 1 6d, which is not much money at all. But that's another story, it goes back many years, and I eventually joined the society when I was quite young, which I've never regretted afterwards. Seen so many changes. Anyhow, I'm going to stop going on, show you the greenhouse as I come out of it, and I'll pop these up on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Any comments please make. Thanks again. Thank you.